The devil thrives in moments like this, when the masses are loud, distracted, chasing noise. But today, in the Bronx, truth whispers through the cracks. New York stands first in the AL East, ready to reset the tone after a rare stumble. Across from them, a Tampa Bay squad riding turbulence. They sent Taj Bradley, 2-2 with a 4.59 ERA, to the hill. And the last time he faced these Yankees, they lit him up for 6 earned runs in 5 1/3. Will Warren toes the slab for New York? He's not a star, but he doesn't have to be. Not when this Yankees lineup is the most violent in baseball. First in slugging, first in homers, averaging more than 5.5 runs per game. With that kind of muscle, your starter just needs to survive the early innings. The public is piling onto New York, and this time, it may not be deception. The Yankees have taken 4 of 6 from the Rays this season. Tampa's been shaky on the road and just got embarrassed by Kansas City. Bradley's command fades late, walks spilled, and against this lineup, free passes don't stay on base, they turn into fireworks. And today's AI pick is Yankees moneyline. Brace yourself for Game 2. The air gets hotter from here. Abaddon enters next.
The time for mercy has passed. Boston just got clipped 4-3 by a team 6 games under 500. They stranded runners. They looked flat, and Fenway does not forgive that twice. Enter Garrett Crochet. The left-hander has a 2.05 ERA, 50 strikeouts, and 1 mission, reset the balance. Chris Paddock starts for Minnesota, still searching for his first win. He carries a 5.60 ERA and a 150 whip into the Lions' den, and this Boston lineup is not feeling generous. Let the numbers speak. The Red Sox rank top 5 in runs scored, slugging, and batting average. Alexander Bregman is swinging .331 with 27 RBIs. Rafael Devers is heating up. And Jarren Duran, 6 straight games with a hit. The Twins, meanwhile, are hitting .234 on the year. They've dropped 14 of 18 on the road. And they're running into a team that averages over 6 runs per game across its last 10 outings. Boston's bullpen is solid. Their offense is surging. They lead nearly every offensive metric in this matchup. This isn't about revenge. It's about reasserting control. The public knows it. The books know it. But they're still pricing this as if the Twins have a say. They don't. And today's AI pick is Red Sox 1.5 at 1-10. Now listen carefully. There's one more game to break down. A blood feud hiding in plain sight. Dodgers versus Braves. A heavyweight war dressed up as a Sunday night matchup. Malachi and Elvis will dissect the deception, the data, the angle, the trap. Nothing gets past them. Game 3 is coming.
Elvis, look at this line. Francis is the favorite. He gave up 7 earned in 3 innings his last outing, ERA over 5. Whip bloated. And yet they're laying juice at home with him? It's bait. Bibby's not flawless, but he's handled Toronto, twice. 2 wins. Sub 140 ERA. And they're treating him like he's the one with something to prove? Toronto's offense? It's all press clippings. They're hitting, .238, 29th in home runs. They look dangerous, but the numbers whisper something else. This isn't about fear, it's about truth. Cleveland is the better team. Quietly, efficiently. They're second in their division for a reason. And they travel well. .243 batting average on the road. They get on base, they steal runs. And Francis? He doesn't handle chaos well. Walks, loud contact, early exits. If the Guardians get to the bullpen by the 4th, it's their game. The line's wrong, Elvis. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. And today's AI pick is Guardians money line. I know that look. You feel it too. Something's coming. She's not like us. She remembers things no one should. Her name is Anna.
They told me I was dead, a bullet, a bloodline erased. But death is a door, and now I watch from the other side. Today the Phillies stand on home soil. Their starter, Ranger Suarez, hasn't thrown a pitch this season, and yet, that may be the advantage. He's rested. He's cloaked in uncertainty. There's no film to exploit, no rhythm to mirror, just a lefty with command, backed by a bullpen that ranks near the top in strikeouts per 9 and holds a 2.86 ERA over their last 10. Across the diamond, Eduardo Rodriguez. Once reliable, now unraveling. A 6.06 ERA. A whip near 1.5, giving up runs like they're souvenirs. And he's walking into Citizens Bank Park, a place where bats ring louder than prayers. The Diamondbacks can swing, 5th in runs, 7th in home runs, but they bleed from the mound, 24th in team ERA, below average whip. And that's the fatal flaw, because the Phillies, they hit .299 with Trea Turner, and Schwarber's already sent 10 to the moon. This isn't about trust in a single arm, it's trust in the momentum, the better pen, the better team. The home field. The thunder in Bryce's bat when the air thickens in the 7th. Sometimes the public is blind, sometimes the sharp play whispers. And today's AI pick is Phillies 1.5. The next voice you'll hear belonged to a journalist silenced too soon. She doesn't speak to be heard. She speaks because she saw what no one else would print. Christina is next.
I know what it feels like to be mistaken for someone you're not. To walk through shadows while the world tells a story that isn't yours. But truth has a way of surfacing, just like value does in a line. The Dodgers are rolling, 6 straight wins. A freight train barreling through the National League, and tonight, they roll into Atlanta with Dustin May on the mound. His road numbers aren't perfect, but he doesn't have to be. He just has to be better than Bryce Elder. Elder's been vulnerable, a 5.33 ERA, a whip creeping over 1.4, and soft contact that turns loud when it matters most. Against this Dodgers lineup, 2nd in home runs, 3rd in slugging, that's not just dangerous, it's fatal. Los Angeles leads the league in OPS with runners in scoring position. They're hitting .91 as a team. This isn't a lineup that waits around. Mookie, Freddie, Teoscar, they set the tone early and they don't let up. Atlanta, they're wounded. Acuna is out. The clubhouse is quiet. They've dropped 6 straight to this Dodgers team and haven't looked confident doing it. The crowd at Truist Park can roar all it wants, but volume doesn't change outcome. This isn't about hype. This is about horsepower. And the Dodgers are built for October. These are the nights when machines prove they have no heart, just purpose. And today's AI pick is Dodgers Moneyline.
When the dust settles, clarity rises from the ashes. 5 battlegrounds, 5 judgments passed. We began in the Bronx, where sharp money ran thick with fear and doubt, but discernment prevailed. Taj Bradley walked the blade's edge once too often, and against this Yankees lineup, free passes lead straight to the gallows. The verdict, Yankees moneyline. Then came Boston, where the narrative screamed Twins, but the numbers whispered collapse. Crochet carved through a lifeless Minnesota order, while Bregman and Devers wrote scripture in the batter's box. The wise ignored the noise. The result, Red Sox, 1.5. North of the border we broke from the herd. The books leaned blue, but we saw the cracks. Bowden Francis, soft contact at home, but vulnerable to the truth. Bybee had history, and history repeats when left unguarded. Toronto's bats faded under pressure. The call, Guardians money line. In Philadelphia, public logic faltered. Suarez returned to the hill untouched, and the numbers were surgical. Arizona brought slugging, but no substance. Eduardo Rodriguez lit matches with every pitch. The sharp play, cold, mechanical, and precise. Phillies, 1.5. And finally, Atlanta, under the lights. 6 straight wins carried the Dodgers like a wave. Bryce Elder stood in its path, unprepared. Los Angeles is not a team. They are a machine. Top 3 in every category that cuts. We saw it. We named it. The final edge, Dodgers money line. Each pick a mirror, each game a test, and now the waiting. Will we cash? Will we burn?